like a ouch burn, but was like a passionate burning inside of you. Where you begin just walking around all the time, just cognizant and aware of God in you and with you. All the time, everywhere you go. All your thoughts become shaped by God. You see God everywhere. You're thinking of God everywhere. You're thinking of God in everything you're doing. You know, like we went on that retreat and we're sitting in this house on Lake Catherine, and all I could think of was God, man, and that water. And just everything to do with, you know, I wonder what it was like when the Spirit moved across the water, you know, and I started talking to God about what that looked like and how that was and what did He think when that was going on, and, you know, how did He see the water, and just all that kind of stuff, just sitting there loving that, man. You think completely differently. You start beholding the beauty in all the people around you.
That's right.
Right? You start seeing people as innocent. You start seeing that they're the people of God and they're in bondage to something, killing them. Right? And you find compassion and love come out of you. The same compassion and love that came out of God. I mean, we had this perverted view about the righteousness of God. I mean, we've been taught to think about the righteousness of God in the sense that God punishes people for sin. That's how we've been taught to think about the righteousness of God. But the righteousness of God is that when He finds someone in bondage to sin and death, He's moved with compassion towards them. He's not moved with punishment towards them. He's moved with compassion towards them. And His vengeance comes to destroy whatever is causing us pain. That's the righteousness of God. And I'm going to talk about that today when I talk about the message Jesus preached when He came to the world, because Jesus is the preacher. He's the greatest preacher that ever was or ever will be. And He came to preach a specific message. And listen, man, as I look around the world today, it's lost on the church. It's lost on the church. Right? That doesn't mean there's not people believing. Listen, Elijah, when Jezebel was killing all the prophets, Elijah thought he was the only one left. Lord, where am I the only one? You know, God said, I've reserved unto myself 7,000.
Yeah.
So I know there's pockets of people believing this truth, because I really see the Holy Spirit moving in the earth, reestablishing the foundation that is Christ in the church, reestablishing the headship of Christ in the church, because the church has gotten so far removed from what Jesus actually came declaring, that we're no longer feeding them the bread of life, we're feeding them the stones.
Yes.
You know?
Can I ask you a question?